So what's happening? Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, check out, and watch the Carlos Stargell show. Yes, welcome to a channel where you can just vent and and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. And you can just sit. I mean, it's not what you say, it's how you say. So please still be mindful and respectable towards others. Right now, I'm waiting on my recurring guests. If they have already done set out for them, so ready for them to come now. So by the time they come on, I hope they come right on time, because guess what? I told them to be ready, and they say they got me, so I'm waiting on them worse than a security guard. Hell, I even got the bell ring, so I know they be coming. You know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to do it. But anyway, that's all I'm doing, waiting on the recurring guests. But how y'all doing today? I'm all right if y'all all right. And y'all know I'm doing fine. So the person I'm waiting on, get up on it. I guess they heard that. Yep, that's what they gotta do. Get up on it. Yep. So tell me something good, y'all. What it be like? What y'all know good? How y'all feeling? How y'all be? It shouldn't take a person that long. So like I told you, when you're late for a job, you know what happened? They terminate you. So all I'm just waiting on, I'm just waiting. That's all. It'll be Christmas real soon, so I advise them to hurry up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all good, but if something's got to be done, they need to let a brother like me know. So let me see. Let me check the invite. Let me see something right quick. Oops. See something right quick. Let me do it one more again. But sometimes they are like, yeah, wait. So anyway, y'all, just like I say, just letting it be known, just killing time, because they know they supposed to be live today. I told them at 5, I told them be ready. So hold on for a minute. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Please. Excuse me. Cut the video off for a minute. When it's waiting. And y'all know it'll be Christmas real soon. So I'm gonna do it, make sure they can hear the sound. Yeah. I already sent them an invite, so they can't let me down this time, because I told them they let me down again, they gonna hear more than a mouthful from me. And Lord knows they don't want to do that. But guess what? I'll do it. So I wonder what I said. It's 5 o'clock, and they know they supposed to be on time. So what can I do other than kill time and wait on them? I mean, they slow as a snail. They have like they can get the molasses out the tail. So, I don't want to have to call them out. And I just sent them a message letting them know that I am on live. So they know what time it is. They know what time it is. So
hurry up and get your arrested. That's down here.
that's all I can say. Yeah. I mean, just gonna put a little music on so I can kill some time, y'all. That all right with y'all. That's all, like I say, that's all I'm doing is waiting. And I can't believe, I hope nothing ain't going wrong, because they can't let me down this time, because if they let me down, I'm gonna be very, very, very upset. So right now, just killing time. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. A little reggae on. So that's all I'm doing now. Is just waiting patiently. I ain't gonna hold it against them. I'm just gonna wait patiently. You know how they go. You know I gotta do what I got to do. So I ain't mad. I'm just gonna be patient. And look, I got the background sitting, so they really do need to hurry and get their rested dusty on here. Now I'm gonna let them know when they come home. I'm gonna let them know it don't make no sense to be that slow. Hold on, yeah, 1 second. Just doing something right quick. There you go. Hold on. Just doing this. Wait. Okay. Now I'm just gonna kill some time. Okay. Like I say, now welcome to, like I said, y'all on the Carlos Stargell show. But y'all know it don't take that long for for a person to show up when they invited to go live. I don't know what's going on, but they really need to hurry up. I told them about being late. You can't be late, you'll lose a job. If you ain't got no legit excuse, you will lose a job. And I hope it has nothing wrong with our phone, because if something's wrong with our phone, I'm gonna be very, very, very PISSED. So like I said, I'm waiting on them. I already got it on. So when the sound can be ready. So come on here now. Shoot. Put your slow tail. Slower than molasses. Don't make no sense. And I'm like I said, but if it's not, I can go on without her. But like I said, I did a favor by putting them on as a special guest. And like I said, and speaking of, y'all hang on 1 second while we gonna still kick the bolo. But like I said, I'm just a firm believer in punctuality. You know I am. You gonna be on time. You gonna be on time. You can't be late. And I'm gonna tell you, you ain't getting paid for this stuff, so you can't be late. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Just send them, just send them a message. See y'all know I got the music playing in the background, so I ain't really heard from them. I just don't like, I just don't like slow people. You know what I'm saying? You can't be when you do something like this. You cannot be slow. You got to be punctual on time. Yeah. Now they send me a message. Come out. She said, "Okay." Now they say they coming. So, like I said, all I had to do was be patient. But right now, I'm just killing a little time so I can so I can so I can, so like just waiting patiently, you know how they go. That's all I can do is wait patiently. Can't get mad because situations do happen. And that's on the real for real. But at the same time, somebody need to be notified in advance. You know what I'm saying? No Jive. Like I said, that will never work on the job. Because you know what? On the job, they ain't gonna want to hear. They will fire you. And that's on the real for real, brothers and sisters. I mean, I'm not trying to be hard, but it's the truth. The truth. And I don't know about the way in the light, but it's beyond the quintessential truth, I can tell you. Yeah, and just waiting. They say they coming. So I got the bell on, so I know that ain't like. So what I'm gonna do now, like I said, I'm still gonna kill some more time. So let me go on to kill some more time with this. Put some more music so they know that I know they coming. Turn down a little bit. Yeah, but they do need to hurry up and calm so because like I say, they come out. Okay, they coming, but at the same time, they slow as a snail. So that's all I'm waiting. I'm just waiting on to get that bell. That's all now. If they look, I'm just waiting patiently, like I said. But at the same time, too, wait a minute. At the same time, they know they got to be there. So guess what? I'm gonna do something else right now. I'm gonna do something else. Play some more kind of music. No, that's my intro. No. Yeah, I might as well keep it right there. So, like I said, I ain't never. I don't want to have to call out, but like I said, I don't like to be. I don't like for nobody to be late either. You know, y'all know the time it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do something, be on time. Please do not be late. Oh, shoot, I ain't mean to go like that. Wait a minute. Wait, just one minute. Down a little bit. Yeah, I'm still waiting. I mean, I can't believe. I can't believe how slow a person can be when you talk to a meet. I'm out there really chastise them about that. That's for real. Because you cannot be slow. You cannot be late. I'm gonna really have to get on them about that because that's wasting. Now they supposed to be at 5, they 12 minutes late, slow as a goddamn snail. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna be hard on them, but I'm gonna chastise them. I promise you that I'm gonna chastise them. I'm gonna let them know you cannot be late. You cannot be late when you have an appointment like that. Cause guess what? When you be late, that make you look bad. Punctuality is the key. So, like I say, I'm gonna have to be I'm gonna have to be a little hard this time, y'all. Like I told her, like I told her they need to hair up. Wait a minute. Hold on for a minute. I got this. Hold on. There you go. Oh, wow. Oh, there you go. Watch this. Wait.
Get up on it. Get up on it.
Wait.
Hey,
Oh, goodness, say something.
Now, you know what?
sure.
You cannot be late like that. I told you that. You making me look bad on my podcast. You supposed to be on time, girl. A little bit before. You supposed to be on time. I know you have a situation. I understand that, but still, I'm gonna get you though. I'm gonna chastise. Mhm.
Me. You told me you wouldn't hold it against me.
I'm not gonna hold it against you, but I'm gonna chastise you though when I get time. I'm still gonna chastise. I don't care what you say. I'm still gonna chastise. But not in no bad way, okay? Okay?
Yeah, all right.
Well, we're gonna get in your hands, though.
You know just Jive, right?
Yeah, I know.
But I'm still gonna get you.
Whatever.
No.
But my dad tried to escape from the hospital yesterday again. I did. Yes, he did.
Lord have mercy.
He told everybody when they were in the room, because I was on a video call with everybody yesterday. He gonna tell them, oh, when y'all get ready to go, let me know. And he was gonna grab his shoes, put his clothes on, and go with them.
He got you there, but that way he be seen about.
He called himself trying to leave the hospital.
Now you know dang on well you can't do that because if you do that,
Without giving him clearance.
I mean,
Without them giving him clearance to leave. trying to leave. He can't do that, especially if he go to rehab, because they're gonna have him in rehab for several weeks.
Somehow they are not responsible.
Yeah.
You know, it's the law.
I sat up there and I said, what they gonna do if he try to escape from the rehab?
Shoot.
Because he can't be there either. Until they say that he's healthy enough to come home. Because they said right now he would be stumbling all over the place if they were to put him out of the hospital now.
Oh, what hospital? Gwinnett Medical.
Yeah, what used to be Gwinnett Medical, but now it's Northside.
Oh, okay. This is hard.
He gonna try to come home any way he can.
Well, tell him he need to get better before he even think about coming home.
Because they ain't gave him the clearance. Stop.
What's she doing?
Clearance to come home. How he gonna come home?
Right, needs Melissa doing.
Grabbing my cup, and she should be sitting her behind down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Talk to me. Say something.
But otherwise, she's good.
All right, Keisha.
Talk
Mhm.
to me. Something.
Mhm.
You tell him all this what I said.
Get up on it.
Yeah. You see, I come up with some good stuff, don't you, Keisha?
Yes.
I tries.
It makes my day. But I told my brother Manny, I said, listen, I said, ain't nobody gonna tell me I don't care about my dad. I said, what's going on with my life personally that I gotta take care of.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And my sister gonna try to tell me when she was using the wrong card, because the bill could have been paid for the cable. And she was like, I'll just pay the water bill and the electric bill and dad's car note. I said, the man's gonna want to see TV when he come home, jackass. And you're gonna sit up here and and then you're gonna try to tell me to use my personal debit card. I'm not doing that.
No,
Not gonna happen.
don't hustle you.
Your Aquarius ass need to sit down somewhere and stop trying to tell me what the fuck to do.
Right.
How about that?
Yeah, right. Language.
I'm sorry. But
Okay.
she gonna sit up there and she gonna try to tell me what to do with my debit card.
Yeah.
No. She gonna try to tell me, oh, you can take care of it. No. So you can get my information? No. Not gonna happen.
Yo, you ain't, let them know. You ain't gonna slick you like no can of oil, ain't that right?
No, she's not. Because what you're not gonna do is try to tell me with my debit card, I can take care of the cable bill. You're not gonna do that. When my dad gave you the card, and I told her the right card to use, because even my dad told her that he uses a certain debit card to pay the bill.
Right.
She tried to tell me that it was wrong, and she was like, "Oh, it's gonna be wrong. It's gonna be wrong." I said, "You were hoping that it'll be wrong, so you can think that you can muscle me in to sit up there and use my debit card, which I'm not gonna do, no matter what you say." I said, "You mess around, it'll never get paid."
Guess what? You can't go around hustling people for your purposes.
No, you can't. And she thought, "Oh, well, your name is on the bill anyway. So what?
You know what?
The bill might be in my dad pays the bill. The bill is in my name and it goes against his credit, not mine." And she goes, "Well, still, you can still pay the bill." No, I'm not. Keep running that.
Hey. You can tell me that. You can tell me all that in private. But anyway, like I said, how's the weather down there in Atlanta, in Loganville, Georgia?
It was raining hard this morning
Yeah.
and thunderstorming. And yesterday was raining also.
Well,
Very hard.
guess what?
It's raining like hell up here in Burlington, North Carolina.
I was about to ask you that.
Yeah, it's raining like H up here. Oh yeah. Speaking of, how you like the background?
Nice.
Yeah, that's what me and Veronica, when we went to Applebee's in 2021. That was on my birthday. That was on my birthday up here in North Carolina, 2021.
Oh, nice.
You remember that picture?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when I first visited North Carolina. You know, when I first caught the megabus up there.
I remember you were on your way. I remember.
Hell, you talked to me, remember?
Yeah, I remember you were on the bus. I said, "Where are you at?" You said you're on your way to North Carolina.
You thought I was joking, didn't you?
No,
Well, that's good. A lot of people did, though. But
I knew about going to North Carolina.
I'm gonna tell you what really got everybody, though. You know what really got everybody?
What?
The last ride.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
They were like in shock to my, you leave? I said, yes, I am. And you know, it felt so good to get the H out of Georgia.
I can't wait to leave Georgia myself. If it wasn't for my daughter graduating and going to her prom, I'd be out of Georgia by now.
Well, guess what? I can understand you saying that because you weren't born and raised here.
I
Me,
wasn't. I was born in.
I know where you were born there, but me personally, I was born and raised in Atlanta, raised in the cab. And that was kind of, I had the enemy and mighty mo when I had, before I left Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I had to pray about it. You know, I had to pray about it too, because that was a big step. You did where I'm coming from. Yeah, as you can tell, hey, listen, hey, look, she doing young. Look at her. Hey, listen,
Say hi.
she ain't, look at, she ain't singing. I'm on the hill saying, hit that no good. Hit that, sing that song good.
Sing it on. She waved though.
And see, sing that song. You know you can sing good. I love, oh, shit. Excuse me, Keisha. I'm sorry about that. But you know what, though? I love to hear that. I love to hear her sing. That made my, and then she hit them serious notes. I remember one time she hit a note and it sounded good. It took the sugar honey iced tea out of me. And look,
That's her.
she giving you something to drink. Ain't that tweet?
She loves her mama.
And that's good. Look, I hear her singing now. Sing, girl.
She
Sing
loves
so.
her mama.
That's good. She baptized you now, ain't she? She up through your
She
head.
loves to play with my scarf, and I tell her, leave it alone now. Leave it alone.
But you know what, though? Let her be. Let her be. I mean, if she ain't breaking her to destroying it, leave her be. But at the same time, still be cautious. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what, though?
I don't. Let me put it this way. I don't always yell and holler at her like somebody else does.
I know you don't. If anything, you got more patience with her. And then on top of that, that girl had me rolling.
Well, I remember I was at a meeting early this morning with her teacher,
What happened?
and it was a Zoom meeting, and I missed the first two. So this morning it was 7:45 because they were asking me if I really wanted to be part of the meeting. I said, of course I do, but it was early. And I mean, like after she had gotten on the bus, I had to get on the call because the call started at 7:45 in the morning. Instead of being at 9 something in the morning or 10 something in the morning, it was the only other option. So I ended up talking to them through the Zoom meeting. And this was the second meeting I had with them for the year, talking about the goals and everything that she was working on and her academics and all that stuff. So I told them that my daughter has become what they call the Flo Jo, Jackie Joyner Kersey, and Wilma Rudolph, because that's how she runs.
Oh, well, guess what? I got something to say about that.
What? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, that was my group too back in the 90s, Outcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you know what though, Andre? You know I see Andre 3000. He reminded me a little bit of me because he could sing and act the fool too. But it's funny because I did know his granddaddy.
Well, he is an Atlanta boy.
I knew his granddaddy before he died though. But you know his granddaddy used to call me
What?
Boys.
Stop it.
He used to call me Boys. You know why?
Why? Okay.
Yeah, he said, "What's happening, Voice?" That's what he used to call me, Voice. You know, a lot of people always say that about me when they first meet me. They always say, or hear me talk, they say that voice. I have to tell people all day, every day. I be like, I hear that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I told you, did I tell you one time when I was working at the Kroger in Atlanta, close to downtown,
Mm-hmm.
the one on Moreland and Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
How about I was singing, I was humming some song, and this little boy, he couldn't have been no more than about 6, 7, or 8. You know that little joker called me out. You know what he said?
What?
You sing in church. I said, how you know I sing in church? You know what he said?
What?
The way you held that tune, I know you sang in church. I said, you are so right. I said, you were raised. I said, I'm glad you go to church, so you do know. No, I said, slap. I told him, I said, slap me some fire so I can stay alive. You know real good with the kids, Keith. You know some of the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know,
I know
Carlos,
you told me about the kids that you used to work with.
man, I work with the adults too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something. I had, like I told you before, I had more fun and better conversations with them than I did with normal people.
Well, you know something? If you understand people, you
Yeah,
don't in
I
a
don't
class.
I don't make judgment toward nobody, because guess what? Who am I to judge?
Yeah, because I don't like when people try to put a classification on certain people, like they are not going to ever be normal, or they're just
You know what I
badly.
you know what I
Or
call placing unnecessary labels.
that's unnecessary because to me, I don't care what they say about my daughter; she's still normal to me.
Well, guess what? I told them, you know, the ones who started that label placing crap, you know what I told them?
Stop it.
You know what I said? I said, I got plenty of labels I can place on them. And don't get me started.
I know.
Should I call you every name in the book and in the damn dictionary too if I have to.
They had a label for everybody when I was in high school and when I was in school before I graduated. They had a label for everybody.
And look, they had like at Clarkston, same thing. But look, but when I started calling them out, they didn't like that, Keish.
I
And
know that.
check this out. That sister principal I was telling you about, he was the main one complaining about it. You know what I told him? I told him he need to shut it. I told him he need to shut it up because he ain't nothing but you know I told you what I called him and he still had it in for me.
Mm.
I called him HN. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And look, and when I saw him at Banneker at a friend of mine's graduation, you know what I told him?
What?
I said, now they don't ran you out of the cab. Now you're in Fulton doing the same thing. When are you gonna learn, man? That joker didn't like me ever since, and I didn't care. But like I said, I didn't have no guilt feelings when I told him what I told him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What can he say? You know, if he would have said something, you know what I would have told him?
What?
I would have been like,
Yo, I ain't your damn student no more.
I would have told him that.
Oh
But,
Lord.
but guess what? People said a lot of people didn't like you, because you didn't have no problem telling like it is. That's how I still don't.
Mm.
Or like I said, I'm not a bad person. I'm not a hard person to get along with. But at the
Mm.
same time, I'm not the person to be underestimated, messed with, or I'm not the one who's gonna bow down and kiss nobody where they think they want to be kissing. That's on the real for real.
I feel the same way. I don't kiss nobody's ass.
Yeah, I
You
tell
know?
them, I say kiss them where they think they want to be. I remember the first time Cece heard me say that. My
Mm.
she busted out laughing. I said, "What's so funny?" She said, "Kiss them where they think they want to be kissed." I said, "Well, it's real." She said, "Yeah, that is true," but she said, "It's funny how you said it." And she said, She said, "You just get to the nitty gritty, don't you?" As I sure do.
It'd be you, yeah. Hmm.
But you know what? She said, "So that's where I get all that from." She said, "I got all." She told she got a lot of her ways from me, which I saw that already. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But like I said, I remember when she first came up to the Kroger with her mom. I told her all I could do was hug her, kiss her, and cry.
Hmm.
But my oldest daughter, only issue I'm having with her right now, she thinks she just be pissed and bitter right now for no reason, and she been miserable ever since her mom passed away.
Mm.
But she know if she need me, I got her. But at the same time, I ain't got to bow down and kiss her or nobody's tail. I love my daughter true, and I love my girls, but I ain't gonna kiss they butt. You feel me?
Hmm.
Somebody talking about you just mean. I said, no, I'm not mean. I just don't play the radio or take no mess off of nobody.
I don't blame you. I feel the same way.
Cause I done
I
been through,
don't-
yeah,
Nobody.
I done been through enough. Well, to the point where I'm just sick and tired of being damn sick and tired. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But check, but check this out. But like I say, you stand up to people and they get all in their feelings.
I saw that post that you
This
put
something you
on.
need to tell them. Check this out. Say what? Okay. Say what? Say what now?
I saw that post you put on there when people get in their feelings.
Well, it's the truth. It's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the quintessential truth.
As people do that, especially in my family. Oh Lord, they're in their feelings a lot.
Well, you know what though? This is what I always say. Don't don't start what you can't finish, and don't dish out what you can't take.
Well, that's also why I said, like my cousin would say on my father's side of the family, my cousin Tammy, she told me she don't allow people to talk what they don't know, but only to talk what they know.
Your cousin or your daddy's side of the family. What about?
She
Yeah,
said,
because like I say,
don't talk what you don't know. She said, only talk what you know. Don't talk what you don't.
look, what that old wise said? Those that tell don't know, and those that know don't tell. Now you know that's a true saying.
Yeah,
So
but you also got to talk what you know.
that's what I said. Those that know don't tell, and those that tell don't
Hmm.
know. Basically, I'm saying what you saying. You ain't froze
Hmm.
on, man. Oh, there you go. Basically, that's what
Hmm.
I'm saying. That's what I just said.
He said, "Hers."
Look at she gonna be the next beauty. She gonna work at a beauty salon too. Look at Liz. I can tell that now. Cause she look like she like that now.
She do. But she also, what she does, Carlos, is that she likes to, when I'm feeling pain and I have to be in the bed and I don't feel well, and this is around the time that I start to take my medication, she'll put the blanket on me and make sure that it's on there just nice. So that way, even if I'm cold, she put it on there.
Oh, ain't that tweed.
Yeah. So I think if
She's
she
very,
went into nursing
very helpful too.
too. Yeah.
She's very
Be there. She's very intuitive. I don't care what they say. My daughter ain't retarded. My sister likes to call my child retarded. She's not retarded.
well. You know what though? Like I said, people like that don't have people like that gonna have buzzle up. You got to be careful about what you say and how you say to people because some bad, you do that, some bad will happen. And then when something bad, they gonna want to know why. Tell them, you know what? You know what I tell them? Why are these always happen? You know what I tell them?
Karma.
Ain't
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
what goes around what?
Comes around.
You
You
got that.
Look,
you reap what you sow.
There it is.
look. And revenge is sweet and payback is up.
Motherfucker.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
Dish best served cold, that's for sure.
Well, put it like this. Karma always, that's why I don't worry about nothing no more. I just let the laws of karma prevail.
Well, that's the thing. It's like if somebody say something to me now, like my sister would try to say to me, I let karma come up against her. I don't try to come up and, attack her or anything like that. I don't have to do all that.
But don't get it twisted now. I will stand up and defend myself now. And I don't have to get physical to do that.
No, I'll stand up for myself, but I ain't gonna sit up there and put my hands on you. I won't
Right.
do that.
Let me tell you something. Violence is not the answer. Gotta think before you act.
Sure.
I was talking to one of my cousins, and they were telling me about now, back in the day, they said back in the day, you probably cut somebody's throat or hurt them pretty bad. But it ain't. I said, I wouldn't do it now because it's not worth it. And he
Well,
said,
like that saying that
I'm
man said,
defending myself. Unless I'm defending myself, it's not worth it. But I tell people this too, like that same cousin talking about things will be a lot different now. I said, it'll never be different. It'll never be different. It's been going on since the beginning of time, and it's not gonna be too much different. If anything, it's gonna get worse before it get better.
well, I remember I heard the saying, don't let what you do for 5 minutes, especially if you're in jail, get you 50 years.
Check this out too. This is what I say too. That's why I tell brothers and sisters and anybody else, think before you act. Because a lot of people let their emotions override them, and then when they get behind bars, then they sit behind there and think like, I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said what I said. Don't look what you did for 5 minutes or 15 minutes, get you 50 years.
That's right. But I thank God though. At my age, I thank God I ain't never been in trouble with the law. I thank God I ain't never been behind bars. Hell, I didn't even go to juvenile when I was a kid.
I didn't go to juvenile. I didn't go to jail. I have not been arrested, not once. Haven't shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, none of that.
I don't lie to you. I shot at some people.
I ain't never had a gun.
And they ain't never stabbed nobody, but I don't cut somebody before.
Well, I guess if somebody made me mad and it was in self-defense, yeah, maybe I might cut somebody.
It wasn't self-defense. It
I might
was.
cut somebody in self-defense, but if it happened to be somebody who was just pissing me off,
See, that's why, Keisha, I try. Hey, listen, that's why I try not to be. That's why I try to be cool and just try to treat people like I want to be treated. Because somebody start with me and I end up beating the H out of them. Then they want, and the police will try to lock you up. Not only because you defending yourself, they get you because of this right here.
oh yeah, I know.
And guess what I tell them too? If you're gonna lock me up for defending myself, and you're gonna lock me up for the color of my skin,
I call your banana.
I said, I call your Plymouth Rock stomping, Anglo-Saxon cross burning, snuff lip dipping, tobacco chewing ass out.
I know that's right.
Oh, I will call them out. You see, now that's the labels I place on them. You feel what I'm saying? They want now. You see, that's a label I place on them. You see what I'm saying?
I don't listen. As much as people have been being killed in the last several 8, 9, 10, 11 years, and it's all been black and brown, and it's mostly black more than brown has been killed on the news
I'm
every
gonna tell you
year.
something. Just like them just like them sap suckers down in Brunswick, Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
who killed that boy. Guess what? You know the reason why they found them guilty too? Because if you know, I'm gonna tell you something. They wouldn't have did it if the NFAC wasn't down there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know you know when they went to court, you know the NFAC were down there.
Yeah.
You know what the NFC stand? What does the NFAC stand for?
I forgot. You got to remind me.
The Not Fucking Around Coalition.
I like it.
Whatever this stands for, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. And I
Well,
don't know.
mess around. You tell me to watch my language, but you're using some language now.
This
But
man, I pay the cost to be the boss.
But anyway, they have definitely messed around and found out. That's all I want to say.
I'm gonna tell you this too. I don't know if you remember, but back in 2020, the NFAC had Stone Mountain scared.
Mm.
It was on Facebook. You saw it. And then you got some of them so-called people out talking about. They're gonna try to say something against them. You know what I told them? I told them to
Shut the hell up.
I said, y'all ain't, I said, well, are y'all gonna say that when the revolution happened?
Mm.
And I said, they got the right ones afraid now.
Mm.
I said, and you know the reason why they was afraid too?
Yeah.
Mm.
All the stuff they did now, that's coming back on them with that guilt.
Yeah.
And they wonder why. Look, and they wonder, and then they got a nerve to call me a militant, call me a radical. Guess what?
I don't have to wear the beret to be a radical or a militant.
I was that when I had my flat top.
Well, that's the thing, Carlos. If you have a certain consciousness about yourself, you know that they're always going to put a label on you anyway.
But you know what though? Who cares about what they put on me because they don't want, you know what though? Since they want to place labels, this is how I really feel about them.
They can get that finger, sure.
And then you know what my question is to people like that too?
Do the letters FO mean anything to them?
They can get the finger. I don't care. I'll give the finger.
You heard what I asked them.
Do the letters FO mean anything to them?
You know, the funny story behind that is that the original title of the song "Freak Out" was
Yo,
F-O.
I know that. Hey, yo. I know that. I know all that. Hold on 1 second.
Mhm. Mhm. I see you.
See, I see you too. I see you too.
You
Look,
said it.
I got dark glasses I can still see. Yeah. But anyway, like I was
Um, I'm very conscious of being who I am and not apologizing for it. I'm not going to apologize to nobody.
you ain't got to apologize for being yourself. Look,
No.
I apologize for many things, but I ain't gonna apologize for being Carlos Stargell the last.
Listen, my mother gave birth to the daughter named Lakeisha Bondell. That's who I am.
You didn't come out with a
Double barrel shotgun.
I didn't listen. People If you can't understand who I am, what I am, guess what? I do not give a good one.
And you ain't supposed to.
Oh, let me tell you something funny while it's on my mind. Do you remember I told you about them prank phone calls I used to make back when I was young?
Yeah, kind of like the jerky boy.
You remember I told you we had called this man one time. He told us, he said, I'm gonna take this double barrel shotgun and shoot you straight in your, you know what? That man, I tell you about the one we told somebody one time. Oh yeah, when I called, we used to call people by random. You remember I told you I used one of my oldest brother pranks. I said, can I forgot who I had to speak to. I said, can I speak to, I forgot who it was. But they said, you got the wrong number. I was like,
What you answer for?
you know what though? When I heard my brother say that, that cracked me the F up. And then when I used it, it cracked somebody else the F up. But I remember one time somebody had wanted me to look for somebody, and the lady answered the phone and asked for the person about 3 times. They were like, you got the wrong number. I said, what you answer for? And then we hung up. Her and her friend was just cracking up. They said, I didn't know you were going to say that. You so silly. And guess what? She told my friend Bernard. Bernard called me that next day. When I answered the phone, he said, what you answer for? And he said that this sister told him about what I had said. He said, when he started laughing, he said, that sound like just like some Carlos would say too. What you answer for? You remember when I told you, you remember I told you this one I made when I said, hello, can I speak to Rufus? Who? Rufus. You got the wrong number. Call back 20 minutes later. Hello, can I speak to Rufus? You got the wrong number. Call back 15 minutes later. Hello, is Rufus there? This is the third time you called. Don't know Rufus live here. Call back a minute later. I said, hello, this is Rufus. Anybody just called me? But I remember the first time I told this friend of mine that, you know, she one of my church sisters, right? She laughed so hard. She said she fell out the chair. She said, you are so daggone silly. She said, I thought you was shy in church. She said, you off the chain, man. I told her, everybody in church ain't saints now. Come on. So check this out, too. You remember I told you about one time we had called, me and a friend of mine called. So, no, you remember the one I told you I did my best revenge on? I got my ex-mother-in-law back. I had a friend of mine call. And I had wrote down what I had wanted him to say before he did the prank phone call. He read it and he busted out laughing. But when he got his composure, he said, hello, how are you tonight? She was like, fine. He said, yes, I've been highly recognized to call just to tell you directly that you ain't. You get it? And when he said that and hung up, you know, he started laughing. He said, man, he said, you ain't right. You know that. I said, he said, it was funny. He said, I had to really keep my composure to keep from laughing. But that was one get back I ever did in my life. So that's one thing I tell people. You don't want to cross me because I can get you back and you won't even know it's me. And like and I tell you, somebody will tell you that too, Keish. Your buddy and mine, Mona Chuck, she'll tell you, Carlos will get you when you don't expect it. And when he do get you, he gonna really get you.
You already know.
You don't even know it's him. And she said that's why she tell people, you better be careful about how you treat people. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You don't know what kind of motive they got. You don't know what they plotting or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
That's why I tell people, be careful about when people say holding grudges. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. When you're holding grudges, you plotting to get back at You plotting to get back at whoever did what to you.
Carlos.
Say what now?
I don't hold any grudge against nobody.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't, because then I sat up there and I said, you know what? I got to put myself in a position where God is not going to look at me and say, why did you hold a grudge?
I can understand that too, but you know what I tell people? I tell people when you hold grudges, you plotting to get even. And guess what? But when you ain't holding grudges and bad things, and then I'm just gonna say it like this. When you ain't really trying to talk to that person or be bothered with that person, you trying to get peace within yourself. You're not holding a grudge. You feel me? Really,
Yeah,
you
I
really,
feel, yeah,
really.
that's a lot of my family, especially on my father's side, because they have a thing where everything is so divided and people have such a rift where they only talk to certain people in the family and they hold grudges for a long time. Like whatever happened 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, let
let,
that go.
let it go. I mean, it's a lot. Like I told you, remember I told you what happened years ago when I told you that person did me wrong and I told them that. And then I told you that certain person told me that they say they didn't have no grudge against me. Well, you know what I told him? It's not about grudges. I said, I'm just at the point where I just don't want to be bothered with them. But guess what, though? I let it go years ago. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Because I feel this, if I know that whatever happened 20, 30, 40 years ago, let it go.
look, what
I,
can we do about it?
it's not going to change what happened in the past.
Uh,
So just
yes,
let it go.
it ain't gonna get you. It ain't gonna get you in heaven, and it ain't gonna get you in heaven either. But at the same time, let it go.
That's what I'm saying. Like I keep telling a lot of my family, like a lot of family used to come to me and say to me even years ago, well, this is what that person said to me, and this is how they treated my mama, and my mama did this, and my mama didn't do that. And this is what they said to her. Listen, whatever happened 20, 30, 40 years ago, let it go.
Right on. And I'm gonna say this too, just like what I had went through. Once I got the hell out of Georgia, I left all that in Georgia.
Oh, believe me, once I can leave Georgia, I'd be so doggone happy.
But
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you this too. You know this too. Since I left Georgia, have you noticed a change? Yay or nay?
I have.
And for the better, for the worse.
For the better, because you have become more conscious.
Really?
Get the F out of here.
Really?
Seriously.
No jive.
No,
Yeah, because you say I'm a lot more better now, huh?
well, think about it. You needed a change, and that
Yeah.
change happened in a different state.
But you know what's funny though? It took years to get it, didn't it, Keish?
Yeah, but you know what, Carlos? It happened.
And I
And
and I
that's a
waited and I waited patiently, right?
and God only gives you blessings when you wait on him.
And that's what he did. And even then Mama DeBarge mentioned that to me too. She said something good was gonna happen.
Yes.
And look, you remember
He reminded her of James because every time she said something, I mean, every time he said something, she would laugh.
I want to ask you this too. Did she tell you? You remember she asked me, was me and Veronica thinking about marriage? And you remember I said I ain't talking about that right now.
I remember.
And how about on Valentine's Day? She saw the news,
It was all over the internet.
and look, I told you, one lady was so happy she thought I was jiving, and then when we confirmed that lady was so happy, I thought she was actually catching the Holy Ghost, which she was.
Yeah,
And
but you know something, Carlos? I get into this situation where I look at these women that are entitled and they have that entitled attitude.
mhm. I'm listening. So what, Keisha? Oh yeah. You don't went out. Hit me. Oh, it's a delay now. Let's see what's going on. There she is. What happened?
No, it was just a things with Georgia Medicaid, and they leave you a message with a voice. That's
Well,
all that was.
you
But
should.
um, I um, I was looking at a lot of these videos that keep coming up on Facebook, and a lot of these women are sitting up here. They get mad at these men that take them to places like the Cheesecake Factory to go and have a dinner, or they
Well,
go to like Cheese or Olive Garden.
the motherfucker anyway.
Huh?
He high as hell anyway.
Well, anyway, they get upset because they want to go to like a 5-star restaurant kind of thing.
Well, guess what? People in hell like ice water. That don't mean they're gonna get what they want.
I know. Go sit down. Go. So anyway, I was looking at these videos and I'm like, y'all ain't gonna end up with a husband. Y'all gonna end up with somebody who
They
is
gonna.
just gonna.
Well, I tell you what, they gonna have a damn sugar daddy.
That's it. That's all they're gonna be good for, because they ain't gonna be wifey.
Get up on it.
So like,
So I sat up there, and this one woman, she called herself, because I could tell she was wearing contacts, because she tried to make herself look prettier than she is. She was telling the guy, even though he took her to the restaurant and they were in the parking lot, she gonna tell him she ain't getting out the car.
you know what? See, that's how a lot of them heifers get hurt and killed.
And she's gonna call herself a passenger princess and tells her, oh, she can find somebody else that will take her to a good 5-star restaurant.
You know what I would have told her? I said, well, get the stepping and get the hell on, heifer. I said, I don't need your gold. I said, I don't need your gold digging ass. No way. I tell them that. You know I will.
I know that's right. So she sat up there about she don't need him being so cheap. And if he's just broke, why don't he just say he broke?
You know what I would have told her? Get the hell on. Let the doorknob hit you where the dog should have bit you. Well, look, you know I'm session up now, right, Keish?
I know.
But before we close, I want to thank you for participating and joining in live on the live stream, Zoom live stream with YouTube.
And we'll wrap.
Yeah, hold on. But guess what? Until tomorrow, same back time, same back channel. God bless you. Well, I'm sorry, hold on. We might not do it tomorrow because we got some stuff to do, but Monday, okay? Until then, God bless you. Be good. Peace, 2 fingers. We out of here like last year. And thank you so much for participating on the Carlos Stargell Show with your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
And my guest.
Keisha Myers.
Peace, 2 fingers. And we out of here like